Now, if you're looking for a shrub that you can't kill, you can't go wrong with emerald green arborvitae. It's excellent for the upper Midwest because it's very hardy. These can grow up to 10 feet tall and about 2 feet wide. And I love it in the spring because they have these petite little plants that look so small in the landscape, but they do look perfect in pots, and that's how I like to use them. So what I've done is I've taken a pot here, I filled it up with new soil, and I like to use soil that already has water polymers and some time-release fertilizer in it because that will help the plants grow. Anyway, so we're going to take this plant, pull it out of the pot, and you can see that this is a little root bound. So anytime that happens, I like to scar the roots or just kind of take a serrated knife and just kind of separate them a little bit. That will allow the roots to spread their feet. So untangle them just a bit, and we'll pot them right into the middle of this pot. Now this alone would look fine, but I like to add a little more sizzle, so I'll add some color to the bottom. And for that, I'm going to use this beautiful little vinca vine. I love this because the yellow-green and the arborvitae picks up the yellow-green in the vinca vine. So we'll pop that down in the corner. Maybe add another one a little offside here. And for some fabulous color as the summer takes off, I'm going to use this Million Bells petunia. It's very small now, but it will take off and will be filled with white, beautiful flowers. And then for some spring color, these pansies are an excellent treat. And what's nice about these, they'll look good now, but once it starts getting pretty hot, they'll kind of sizzle back and they'll let the Million Bells come into their glory. But we'll pot them up now to give it some pops of color now. Okay, so we'll just pop these in, and I really like to pack my plants into my pots. I can always take them out at the end, but it's hard to add later when all the plants are already taken. So we'll fill this up, and we will top it off with more soil. And remember with your containers, they're very different than the landscape plants. This will need to be watered and watered often. Now I do have a time-release fertilizer in the soil, but every couple of weeks I will use a water-soluble fertilizer, and I like to dilute it about 50% strength, and I will water the plants with the water-soluble fertilizer. It will keep them happy, and hopefully all summer long I'll be able to enjoy this wonderful little container, and at the end of the summer and when fall comes around, I'll be able to transplant this arborvitae into the landscape. For your garden, I'm Rebecca Coles.